Italy, 1337. The peninsula lies divided. Wealthy city-states wage endless wars, noble families scheme for power, and foreign empires tighten their grip upon the land. Rome, once the heart of the greatest empire in history, has fallen into ruin and chaos, while the Pope rules far away from Avignon. Venice grows rich from trade. Florence buys kings with gold. Milan sharpens its armies for conquest. In the south, Naples fights to survive. Across Italy, betrayal is as deadly as the sword. We began our first invasion with only a 100-troop advantage, but after adjusting tax payments, I gained just enough of an edge to secure the opening victory. I also wanted to show just how long and difficult the road to forming Italy in Dawn of Empires really is. Once the enemy retreated into their last remaining province, I claimed the land, built ports, and forced peace before they were ready for round 2.
Accepted and disband. Okay, so we have these ports over here which can give us ports, which is exactly what that is. And we can now begin making... Okay, we're gonna have to wait a few years before we actually start making money, because our 50% tax efficiency is not helping at all.
This was huge because ports are by far the most efficient way to make money in this game. After some economic expansion, I decided to invade Verona, not because it was particularly rich, but because I needed more territory to build infrastructure and clean up my borders.
Okay, we're ready to declare war. Let's just hope they don't have like such a big army. Yes, they don't. That's really good. They have a really bad army.
The moment I declared war, I realized they only had 1.3 thousand troops compared to my 1.9 thousand. They were completely outmatched, and we wiped them out with ease. Once the war ended, I gained the territory I needed and even conquered another random country purely because it made my borders look better. But then, the plan to reunite Italy hit a major disruption. I had allied with Naples and the Papal States, creating a full Italian alliance. I could have betrayed them right there, but in this game, allies are just as important as armies. So instead, I played the long game. I decided to wait for the player to eventually leave so I could conquer them later. And to keep their trust, I even helped them conquer Florence.
Yeah, we did. Look at that. We got us three over here.
At the same time, I expanded westward since that region had huge economic potential. And of course, I kept building ports. A lot of ports. As my economy exploded, I shifted focus towards strengthening my military, hiring professional troops to support future invasions. They were expensive, but absolutely worth it. My army became so strong that I could confidently invade 2 countries at once. By this point, Milan was growing both economically and militarily, and for the first time, I genuinely believed a united Italy was possible. There was just one problem: France. They had started invading countries dangerously close to my borders, which forced me to massively increase military spending. I probably overreacted a little and started building mountain shrines for extra defense, but it kept me thinking I was safe. At the same time, I noticed the Byzantine Empire was weak. I took full advantage, conquering eastern Italy and finally securing the land needed to unify the East. That momentum carried into western Italy, where Milan transformed into an economic powerhouse. With Naples' help, I pushed further west, leaving a few smaller nations alive as buffer states between me and France. Everything was going perfectly. Then Naples left. And that's when I saw the true military strength of the Papal States. They positioned themselves in ways that could cut me off from key Italian territory. That got me thinking, what if they were going to invade me? What if I invaded them first? I was stronger. It would finally let me unite Italy. It would have been the perfect ending to this video. But I couldn't do it. We had fought side by side in multiple wars. I helped them. They had helped me. We were allies. At that point, I didn't even care if I never united Italy. I had made a genuine ally along the journey. Or so I thought. After another period of economic growth, I returned to discover that the Papal States had justified war against me. I genuinely couldn't believe it. After everything, they had betrayed me. Still, I wasn't too worried at first. My military was stronger and I was confident I could stop their invasion. Then came the real disaster. France joined their side. This was the same France that had spent the entire game peaceful and quite chill NGL. The Papal States had 10.7 thousand troops. I had 12,000, so alone, I could have beaten them. But France brought an extra 15,000 soldiers. Then some random country jumped in with another 10,000. Even when Poland tried to help me, it was already over. I had been completely outplayed. I was weak, naive, stupid enough to believe the Papal States would never betray me. But it was over. And as I watched my dreams of a united Italy collapse, I realized that, well, I hate the Papal States. And if you're the person who controlled the Papal States and you're somehow watching this video, I hope you burn in hell. Just kidding.